Welcome to episode 2 of Funky Friday Updates. This is the series where we go over Funky Friday news of the new engine update. In this episode, we will cover the new gameplay mechanics. Let's get into it. We got a new updated map, which is currently not confirmed if it will be the experimental map or the actual map for the game. There's also a new microphone which will cost you 800 points. There's also a new Defeat background which actually has some connection because Defeat is one of the songs of Versus Imposter, and in one of the game's recent updates they did tease us that Imposter V4 is coming, so this might be it. Speakers in the game will now have animations on them. The Ready Up White Aura will also have white animations on them as well. There's going to be a new metronome feature, which you can turn on or off in settings, which sends an audible click sound while you're playing. The speed of these click sounds depends on the speed of the songs. You'll also be able to customize your bot animation compared to the old game which only randomizes the animation. The multi-equip feature that allows you to play with multiple animations at once will not be free, but there's no confirming prices just yet. For me personally, I don't think that I like this change. It was hyped by many in the community, which shouldn't end up being a paid feature after all these years, and it's just basically cosmetics and aesthetics anyway, which at this point should have just been free for everybody. But let me know what you think. Picking songs used to show only the song, but now it will show not only the song, but the map that you pick, the game mode that you pick, and the rates that you pick for that song. Toggling 2v2 feature will now be moved to the song selection. You can now customize long note tail colors. Long notes also had some massive changes. You will no longer be able to cheese long notes since releasing it too early or too late will now result in misses. This however only counts as one note or one sec, which is similar to the things that you will get in Oceanmania. Animation speeds will now speed up depending on the songs that you play. Songs like Run Insane for example will result in pretty fast paced animation due to the BPM of the song. Text fonts in the shadow will be completely changed. This includes special text fonts for content creators and mod authors as well. The word round will change into game, and songs in chat messages will now have highlight colors on them, so it's easier to see. The info border will get a slight change. Everything will be the same except for the combo will be changed to hits. For example, Fallen Symphony has 7747 notes. If I were to miss 20 times, then the total amount of hits should be 7727 when you see it.
727! When you see it!
This number will not go down even if you miss compared to the old system that uses the word combo. It will also show as perfect combo while you're having a full combo, then once you miss, it changes into hits. Accuracy pops on the side will now be shown as numbers on the middle, showing how many points you get per note, which relies on the 5 judgments in the game. However, they do have plans to add a feature for you to be able to disable it so your gameplay doesn't get annoying. And for the people that still wanted the OG judgments that appear on the side, they also had plans on adding that back, so we will see what happens. There will also be new gameplay info which will be at the side of your gameplay, displaying details such as your highest combo and your keys per second. You can also disable this by turning off the stats feature in the settings of the game. And for these 4 buttons, if you don't want them or want them to be at the top, you can also turn on the top bar buttons in the settings of the game. If you also want the leaderboard to only show yourself, you can also turn on minimize leader stats, which will only show you in the leaderboard, despite having many people in the game. Scores will now be changed to your Roblox profile picture, which could also be disabled with the score count settings, but it's currently bugged but should be fixed when the update releases. You will now lose points for missing. Songs that are unfair and lower than 30 seconds will now not grant you win streaks, which is going to trigger a lot of win streak farmers, but it is what it is. The 5 judgments will now be colorful. Accuracy gauge overlapping issue will now be fixed. New aspect ratio feature which will allow you to customize your screen ratio, which could be pretty bizarre for your gameplay. I bet it's gonna be fun for video challenges. New pitch shift feature which will allow you to adjust your pitch while playing songs with rates. New hit sound on key press setting, which will have key sounds instantly when you hit a key at any part of the song rather than when you hit an actual note. New polish and better spectator system. Multiplayer will now show individual scores instead of the average score of that team. So with that, multiplayer scores will now be combined instead of average. Let's say a 1v2 match for example, I get 10,000 points from the song. If both of them get 10k, it won't say that we are tied, but I would actually lose because the scores are combined, so 20k. So that means the only way to win is to get more than all of their scores combined. 11 new animations are going to be added. With the 9 new animations that had already covered, there's now 2 new ones that were added recently, Henry Stigman and George Saucy. Plans are now open, which wasn't a thing in the last video, but now you can go check it out. Clan leaderboards will now show icons and show a full number of reputation of that clan. Mods now show in song selection. The game's leaderboard also got a cool revamp, which is pretty cool. And lastly, resetting will now draw you all over the place. So that's about it for the new gameplay mechanics. Keep in mind that some of these changes are not finalized and could be changed pretty soon. So I'll inform you if there's anything new after the release of this video. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.